welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So very often on my channel, I talk about pricey niche fragrances. But today we're going to talk about my favorite affordable fragrances because there are a lot of beautiful scents that are also affordable. And affordable is a very relative term. It is different for everyone, but for the sake of this video, anything below 50 Canadian dollars, I'm considering affordable. So I've chosen 10 from my collection that are beautiful, wonderful scents that are also very affordable. I have very few celebrity scents in my collection, but my favorite celebrity house or celebrity brand, let's say, is Jessica Simpson. And I have two from her on this list because I really, really love both of these. The first one that I'm going to talk about is Fancy. This was probably one of the first truly gourmand scents that I fell in love with, and I still really enjoy. The main notes in here are caramel, florals, vanilla, sandalwood, and some fruity notes. And of course, most prominent here is caramel. This scent is definitely about caramel. It is sweet, it is delicious. You do get a touch of fruity floral nuances, but they're very, very light. There's definitely vanilla. Sandalwood, it is very creamy, it is very smooth. What I also love is that it has outstanding performance. The longevity and projection are excellent, and overall it is a beautiful scent that features the note of caramel. I love wearing this one in the winter, especially on cold wintry nights. This is definitely one of my favorites. Second Jessica Simpson scent that I discovered earlier this year, and that was a huge surprise to me just how much I loved it, and this is Vintage Bloom. It is definitely not as talked about as Fancy, but I think it is equally as beautiful. Now, this scent is really a floral, maybe fruity floral. We have peony, raspberry blossoms, citruses, and musk. You definitely have that kind of a slightly sweet, musky, fruity floral. Everything is blended together beautifully. Again, performance is excellent even for kind of a lighter type of scent, which typically, you know, citrusy, fruity types of scents are lighter than, like, let's say gourmands. But even for a lighter type of scent, performance is really good. I mean, even on me, longevity is 5 to 6 hours, which I think is outstanding for a scent like this. It is really inoffensive, easygoing, kind of easy reach type of scent. If you're not sure what to wear, you can easily reach for this one. I think it will appeal to people who like fruity scents, who like citrusy scents, who like floral scents. There's a little bit of everything in this one, and it is just blended together beautifully. So Vintage Bloom is definitely one of my favorite affordable fragrances. Next one is a newer one to my collection, and it's the first scent that I have from Zara. This is, of course, a sweet pastry in Paris, and I have to tell you that I like this scent so much that I'm definitely curious about exploring more Zara scents, which I will definitely do in the near future. This one is a beautiful lemon sponge cake. Probably that's what it is. We have sugarcane, vanilla, and lemon, and that's exactly what it smells like. When I did my video on Xerjoff Lyra dupes, this was one of the dupes that I mentioned. It is definitely very similar to Lyra. It is definitely in the same vein. Yes, it is not as maybe beautifully blended. It is slightly sharper than Lyra, but for the price, to satisfy that kind of lemon dessert craving, this is a beautiful scent. And again, something that I have been using quite a lot, especially before going to bed or especially in the evenings. This was a great discovery this year. Of course, I had to mention Angel Muse from Mugler. You can find this one on discounter sites for a very affordable price. I definitely paid maybe around between $30 and $40 for this one. And remember, I'm in Canadian dollars, so you can definitely find the scent for a very affordable price. And it is a beast of a scent. I mean, as with most Mugler scents, performance is absolutely outstanding. And this is the scent that really made me kind of fall in love with the House of Mugler. It is hazelnut spread and patchouli mostly. I mean, there are a lot of other notes, but mainly you get that hazelnut spread with patchouli. It is sweet, delicious, slightly earthy at the same time. Just outstanding gourmand fragrance. Quite a beast as well, and have been my favorite ever since I got it. Next, we have another patchouli scent, which I've mentioned before. This is Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo. This, of course, has patchouli. Again, there's also toffee, pear, orchid, a few other notes. Mostly to me, this is toffee with patchouli. Clearly, you can see that I'm a huge fan of patchouli. And again, it is sweet, enveloping, kind of calming type of scent. Has very good performance. Not quite as good as Angel Muse, but still very good. Good lasting power, good projection. And it's just a beautiful, affordable scent. For those that enjoy sweet scents and enjoy patchouli, this would be a great choice. Next, of course, I had to choose a rose scent, and my favorite affordable rose is L'Extase from Nina Ricci. This is a sweet, jammy rose. This scent, of course, was created by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and it is beautiful. There is rose, raspberry, other fruity notes, other floral notes, caramel, benzoin, vanilla, and so you can see that it is very sweet because you have benzoin, caramel, and vanilla. I mean, what a beautiful combination. You also have rose and you have raspberry, which brings a touch of fruitiness to this scent. So this is an extremely sweet, jammy rose. Love wearing it in a cold weather. So it definitely had to be on this list. Next, I have a very new addition to my collection that I just shared with you in a haul, and this is Ragba from Lattafa. I mean, this was just so affordable that I had to try it, and I'm really glad that I did. So the main notes in here are vanilla, sugar, oud, incense, sandalwood, and musk, and it is just a very sweet vanilla fragrance with really a bit of woodiness and a bit of smoke and a bit of oud. But again, oud is not very strong at all for me. This is a nice type of oud, just adds a bit of woodiness and a touch of smokiness and just brings something special. It doesn't make it a simple kind of vanilla, but adds a nice edge to it. So you have to love vanilla, of course, and you have to not mind even a little bit of oud, but I think as an introductory oud and vanilla type of combination, this is a great one. And again, you cannot beat the price. So I'm really looking forward to wearing this one this winter. Next, I'm going to talk about two scents from the house of Versace, and I think you can find fragrances from this house for a very affordable price, and there are some real gems in this house. The first one I'm going to talk about is Versance. This is one of my favorites for spring and summer. The notes in here are citruses, there is fig, pear, white florals, cedar, musk, sandalwood, and it's just a stunning combination of citruses and florals and a bit of woody notes. I I can't really say that I smell fig in here. Maybe it is just blended with everything else. To me, this is kind of a slightly sweet, slightly creamy, slightly woody citrus scent. This is definitely an easy reach for me during warm weather, and this is a really, really beautiful scent. And next is probably the most talked about fragrance from the house of Versace. Of course, this is Crystal Noir. In my opinion, this is kind of a unique scent because it has coconut in it, which many fragrances do, but instead of having sweet coconut, it has salty coconut in it, which makes it kind of unique. I haven't met a lot of fragrances with this type of combination that I've actually enjoyed. So in addition to coconut, we have some florals, we have pepper, sandalwood, musk, and amber, and probably it's the coconut and sandalwood that I'm getting more than anything else. It's sandalwood that gives it that creamy texture, and I think it's the sandalwood that kind of adds that slight salty vibe to this fragrance. This is beautiful. This is an evening type of scent, I would say, but at the same time, I think this can be worn any time of the year. So this is another great affordable fragrance from the house of Versace. And so we're left with one more from my list, and I had to choose Viva La Juicy Gold Couture from Juicy Couture. I think I got the name correctly. It's a very long name. A fragrance that originally was hyped up by Jeremy Fragrance, which is of course why I got interested in it, as I'm sure many of you have as well. But this fragrance stayed in my collection through many declutters, and it is going to stay here. It is a simple fragrance, but it is beautiful. There are berries in here, caramel, vanilla, honeysuckle, and you really get kind of sweet caramelly berries with some vanilla. So it is very sweet and fruity at the same time. It is very girly. It is very fun. It is very comforting type of scent. It doesn't have great performance. It doesn't have great longevity, but this is typically not a scent that I would wear out anyways. This is more of like my home scent, but I really, really enjoyed, again, more in the colder weather. So it's a lovely, lovely scent, and you can find it for a very affordable price on discounter sites. So that concludes my list of my favorite affordable fragrances. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and definitely let me know what are your favorite affordable scents. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!